What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Trey. Welcome back to a brand new video, and we have some very interesting news regarding Avatar. This will probably be the last video I make on Avatar for a long time because I feel like it's a good closing point. The co-creators of Avatar, Brian and Mike, the people who made the show that you love, have left the Netflix live action series. In other words, they have completely withdrawn their support from the production of the Netflix series and aren't saying anything else, but just don't think it's a positive environment to be able to work on something. Now, I haven't seen anything really like this with any TV show ever. I mean, two of the main creators both agreed to have left a project that they are in love with, that they are known for. They were probably getting on some head-on-head clashes with Netflix, and they just didn't really want to fight through that. They wanted it to be mostly their vision because it deserves to be their vision, but Netflix probably wasn't completely on board with everything that they wanted to happen. But don't get this confused by thinking that the show isn't still going to happen. Brian and Mike, the co-creators, might have left the live-action adaptation, but they didn't necessarily cancel the Netflix project in general, which means the Avatar series probably will still happen. This is really scary because as an Avatar fan, we all know that live action does not go very well for this show, and without the creators there backing it up, I don't think this is going to go well at all. They said in their statement that they've hired and employed people who they trusted to do well on the show, who are still actively there, which might be able to, pull through a good show, but overall, without these guys there, I can't trust anyone else to make it a good show. It's hard enough to make it live action even with the creators, but then without them, you're going to be losing a lot of the elements that the Avatar fans love. Aaron Hees was the main writer of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and of course Korra isn't perceived as well because he wasn't there. He wasn't the creator. It was only Mike and Brian on Korra. So not having any of the three main original creators of Avatar, there's just no way I can see this being done correctly. And even if it's not complete dog shit like we expected it to be, it's still gonna feel really different and off, similar to a Star Wars problem where you're switching off directors every other movie. It just can't work. Now, in their Twitter post, they mentioned how much they were passionate about this project, how much they loved it, and to see them leave, it must have been a pretty huge issue that they were dealing with Netflix to be able to just completely end together. Like, they had a mutual decision to leave. The live action series is already kind of, on some pretty steep hills because it's just, we already saw the one that came out in 2011 and that didn't go well at all. So people didn't even want another live action. We wanted a prequel series of Kyoshi or, a sequel series of Korra. Regardless, we didn't really want anything live, but when we heard that the original creators were returning to the live action series, we thought maybe it could be okay with some decent people, and not to mention that they got the original soundtrack guy back. So everything was looking pretty good, but now that we lose a good piece of that hope, I'm not sure that this is going to turn out well. The creators said in their mind there was no doubt that they made the right choice and that it was a very unsupportive environment, very negative environment, and this looks bad for Netflix overall because Netflix usually isn't perceived that way, and for them to come out and talk about this is really interesting. Personally, I hope they cancel it. I hope they get rid of the whole thing. I know that they're probably not going to because it's going to build a lot of money, hype, and everything for Netflix. There's no downside to it really, but if it turns out bad, we know the reason immediately. I really want to know what you guys think of all this happening, of if you think it's going to be good or not, what you think of it, and do you want the show to happen. Let me know down below. Without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and as always guys, see you in the next one. Peace out.